Hi Geminis, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Let's go ahead and get started with your April mid-monthly reading. We are still in Venus retrograde. It's impacting everybody. It has come back. It went from Pisces into Aries, which there was a lot of anger, okay? That people have been feeling a lot of uneasiness and anger. And then as it moves back into Pisces, it's a softening of that energy, okay? Looking back at memories with less anger and more warmth. And we also have Mercury that's getting ready to go retrograde, and then I believe Saturn and Jupiter are also going retrograde. So it's kind of a big month, astrologically speaking, so all the energy is going to be kind of intense for everybody. And then on April 11th, we have a full moon in Libra, which is a very good full moon. Watch videos on YouTube about it if you're curious, because this full moon is going to impact everybody from a like a self-valuation standpoint. Okay, people are going to be stopping putting up. They're not going to be putting up with anybody's BS anymore. They're going to start saying, I want to be treated this way. I don't like the way you're treating me. I have these types of relationships in my life that I don't like because maybe I'm treating myself that way. Okay, so there's going to be this internal analysis of self-value, and there's going to be kind of this, as a whole, this stepping up in terms of taking responsibility and accountability of the value that we're placing on ourselves. Okay, so it's going to be interesting and intense energy all around, all month. So just kind of be on the lookout for that. Be aware. Okay, and yeah, if you're interested in the Libra full moon, it's a kind of an interesting full moon if you do subscribe to that school of thought. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Geminis, Geminis, Geminis. What are the messages for Geminis for the second half of April for their love life? Gemini's love life. What are the messages for Gemini's love life for the second half of April? All right, the card on the bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. Somebody else had this. I believe it was Libra. So air signs are kind of ruling this month. And this is your energy, Gemini, air sign. So you're going to be kind of standing firm in your world in terms of, in your love life, in terms of strategy, emotions, planning. Okay, so that's kind of the grounding of this reading. Okay, you are or have the power to call the shots. Okay, now for starters, Gemini, you're going to feel a little off kilter as we start the second half of April. This very well could be due to the Libra full moon and the Mercury retrograde. Okay, so you're going to feel a little out of balance, possibly a little emotional, okay, because there could be messages coming to you, warm messages, that you might not be sure. I'm sensing that this possibly could be, one, it could be from a water sign, okay. It could be something that, one, was from your past, okay. But I'm sensing that this is a relationship that possibly, Geminis, you felt that maybe the door was closed, okay, or you want it to be closed. So the fact that it's coming back around, it's throwing you off a little bit, okay. You're ready. You'll be fair. You'll be communicative, Okay, you'll reciprocate, but you're not really sure you're really wanting it to go anywhere. Okay, you are ready for a new phase. You are, you were, and you will be ready for a new phase. Okay, one that doesn't particularly involve these warm, emotional, loving feelings towards whomever this is. Okay, and I'm sensing, Gemini, that it's because not only is this door closed in your eyes, okay, but there possibly could be somebody else in your midst. Okay, and this too could possibly be a fire energy from your past. However, this is she's very much forward looking. He or she is very much forward looking, very optimistic, very action oriented, and they too, like you, like to communicate. Okay, they're very communicative, and Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, very communicative, very positive, very optimistic, very open to new ideas, new things, and new behaviors. Okay, so they may be looking towards this. You just may be shut down emotionally in general in April, okay? Or not wanting to progress anything to a very serious level in terms of emotions, okay? You're ready for a new beginning. You're ready for change. And you're standing strong and standing firm in that belief and in that direction. And right now for you, Gemini, that direction does not include, you know, kind of escalating a relationship to a more serious level. Okay, now if you're in a committed bond, that's fine. You're there, you're happy, okay? Defenses might be up a little bit, but you're not really, you're not planning commitment ceremonies. You may be busy working and planning a trip, okay, with the family. But the whole love aspect is kind of not in your main mindset right now, okay? If you're just dating, there could be somebody coming from your past. There could be somebody else that is a stronger personality, possibly one that is better suited for you, okay? Because we also are looking here, we have the king and the queen, not a page and a king, okay? Because this is a much more immature energy. These are very developed, mature energies, the kings and queens, okay? Yeah, I mean, defenses might really be up. They may be up with this, but this could be, this is a card of defense, feeling like you are being attacked, but they could also be feeling like they're being attacked, okay? And it could be because, one, you're feeling a little bit off kilter, two, you're trying to reciprocate, but again, Mercury's retrograde, so, and we're coming out of this Venus retrograde, which is emotional. And so there could be this harshness to everything that people are doing, and that could be taken the wrong way by a lot of people. Okay, so just kind of be expecting that people may seem and appear and come off more harsh than they need to be. But yeah, this is interesting, Gemini, because I'm sensing a big change, possibly a big trip or a move. I'm sensing not much focus on love. There are people, there are definitely offers for love. Let's see what the additional clarifying messages are, Geminis. What are the additional messages for Geminis regarding their love life for mid-April? What are the additional messages for Geminis? Putting those back in because there's a bunch. Yes, okay. What's on the bottom of the deck here is the Ace of Cups. So love is in the, love is, it's not something that you're wanting or focusing, but it may find you anyway, okay? there is new beginnings. There are new beginnings, okay? There's the Ace of Cups, and we also have the Ace of Swords. So there's going to be much clarity. And again, we are dealing with fire signs and most likely, okay, or energies, fiery energies, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or water energies, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And again, I mean, this fire energy, this is an Aries here, is just blowing this water sign out of the water, okay? He is mature, he is determined, he makes stuff happen, he or she, okay? So in terms of, I guess I want to say, like, value in your eyes in terms of quality of partner, this person's going to be more mature. Not because they're a fire sign, but because they're just more developed. Okay, they might be a little bit closer to your age range. This one's going to be younger and a little bit more immature emotionally. Okay, so once this fire sign enters, it's going to be, even if this one, this water sign is like trying to come back, once that fire sign enters, it's kind of a no competition in your mind anymore, okay? It's almost as if like water out, fire in. And again, I'm not saying that they are a fire sign, but they're going to have fiery type of attributes, okay? They're going to be go-getters, positive, excited, action-oriented, and the watery energy, at least how it's depicted in this, and if you're cross-watching, I'm not trying to offend anybody at all, but the watery energy in this is being depicted as a little bit more emotionally immature and just not really prepared for the Gemini this month, okay? So it's going to be kind of no competition. I mean, it's sitting right on top of this watery energy, and you're like, I don't even have to make this decision, okay? I'm not ignoring the decision. I'm not thinking about it. It's just kind of no competition. I may be watching and analyzing and still thinking because I may not be focused on love, okay? So I'm going to kind of maybe hang out and see how it goes, okay? Not taking advantage of anybody, but I'm just going to do my thing and see what happens. Again, you're not out looking for options. You're not confused, all right? There's definitely clarity. You're keeping to yourself, okay? You're not ready. It's as if the decision is made, but you're not ready to actually implement the decision. And possibly because you're giving them a chance, or you just have a lot of other stuff on your mind, okay? That's what I love about you, Geminis, is you're busy and you're intellectually stimulated by things other than people all the time, okay? You're into stuff. You do stuff. You read stuff. You learn stuff. It's not all about who likes you and who doesn't, or who loves you and who doesn't, or who do you love, or it's not all about the reciprocation of emotions with you. There's just, you see, Geminis, you just see the world as this bright, open, vast system of knowledge, and you want it all to just pour into your brains at every second of the day, okay? And so you have other stuff on your mind, you have other stuff going on. So you're not trying to make a decision, you're just kind of hanging out and doing your thing, and they can kind of battle it out, and you're just gonna, you're holding on to your tenets and doing your thing, okay? Now, one thing that's interesting is this fiery energy, even though it's kind of no competition, they can be immature too at times. So they may come roaring in with their emperor ways and their Queen of Wands ways, but they also can get bored if things don't progress in a pace that they agree with. So they may start to feel defensive, and they may just stop communication because they may, no offense, they just may realize that you're into other stuff and not them, and that's okay, and they're just gonna kind of go do their thing for a while, okay? And you're kind of okay with that, okay? They might get bored, you might get bored, and it's not even really that they're bored. You either are bored, you're just not into making it all about a relationship right now, okay? So I think in mirroring that with each other, I think that is the place where you meet in like-minded spirits, and that's where this appreciation comes in, okay? This appreciation for, oh, they're not up in my business 24 hours a day wondering why I don't love them. They have a life. They have other things going on. Okay? Now I respect them. Now I want them in my life. Okay? That's the sense I'm getting with this reading. And yeah, I mean, there are emotions. You're just not focusing on them. But there's no real... Again, you're just living your life, Gemini. You're not strategizing. You're not planning. And at least with respect to emotions. At least with respect to this fiery energy. Even this watery energy. You're not making adjustments around them. You're just doing you. And they respect that. And you respect that. They might get a little feisty about it for a minute, but then they just go on their way, and then all of a sudden there's this realization of respect and clarity, and it's just clear, and then there's a bond that seems to be formed. Okay, doesn't mean this great love story erupts all of a sudden, because this card can mean that, but what it means is that there is a beginning, and there is an understanding, and there is respect. All right, Geminis, well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to getting your weeklies out as well, and then your May readings will be out shortly, so I hope you enjoy them. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much. Bye.